everyone, how's it going today? It's a beautiful day to go vlogging or talking about something or whatever the hell. And today is just one of those days where I just feel like talking, right? And today I want to talk about Top Gear and the Grand Tour. See, for those of you who aren't familiar with the subject, Top Gear was a motoring show about cars and stuff like that. The main producers were Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, James May. The thing is, in, I don't know, the 21st or the 22nd season or so, I think Jeremy Clarkson got fed up with the presenters about how they were treating him like shit as an employee, and he ended up punching the producer in the face, which promptly got him fired, and the other two presenters joined him. And then they went off and they created their own show, the Grand Tour, right? So the first season of the Grand Tour has finished about, I don't know, not last Thursday, but the Thursday before. And of course, this has me feeling upset because I love the show. Okay? So, the Grand Tour versus Top Gear. I think the Grand Tour has annihilated Top Gear. See, the main problem with the Grand Tour is that they went with Amazon. Which, I mean, it's both a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because Amazon gives them a huge budget. They can do whatever they want. It's fantastic. But on the other hand, to watch their videos, you either have to subscribe to Amazon Prime or you have to fucking pirate the thing. So, I believe data shows that the first episode of the Grand Tour was watched by maybe 2 or 3 million people, whereas the first episode of Top Gear Season 23 was viewed by like 6 or 7 million people. But of course, you're not taking into consideration the amount of people that might have pirated the thing, because who wants to pay $75 or $99 or whatever to watch basically 13 episodes and have to wait till next year, you know? That's a big flaw there. So, but in any case, Top Gear, in my opinion, has been struggling incredibly with trying to find the humor and the needs and expectations of the viewers and to put the show back together, because, you know, it was Top Gear. It was the show to go to get a good laugh. You know, you got the British humor, you got the cars, you got Jeremy Clarkson reviewing these cars. There's just something special about this stuff, you know? And once Jeremy Clarkson left, you know, it created like a split. Like, Top Gear wasn't the same anymore. It just, instead of Top Gear, it became, the show without Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. And that's just weird, okay? Now, personally, I'll tell you, the Grand Tour was awesome. Awesome. The only episode I didn't like in the Grand Tour was, I think, the second episode, which was called Operation Desert Stumble or something like that. And that, to me, that was the one episode that just wasted my time. It was them three just dicking around with military equipment doing stupid shit. And that to me was a waste of my time. But everything else was awesome. Whereas in Top Gear Season 23, that was shit. I'm not gonna lie, that was shit, okay? I watched episode 6, which was the last episode of Top Gear in Season 23, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, they reviewed the NSX. It was boring. They reviewed the Ford Mustang in England or Scotland or whatever. You know, it was kind of funny. But in comparison to how the Grand Tour compared the Honda NSX and, I mean, how they reviewed the Honda NSX and how they reviewed the Ford Mustang in England, Top Gear's got nothing on that, okay? The Grand Tour, the way they did it, that shit was hilarious, funny. You know, Jeremy Clarkson and his political jokes, I guess, and Richard Hammond and his humor, and as he drove around London and everything, because you know he loves muscle cars and stuff like that. You know their personality and the show and everything, and it just blew Top Gear out of the water. I couldn't get past the first 12 minutes of episode 6 of season 23 of Top Gear. Now here's the thing. They have a trailer for season 24. So just as the Grand Tour ended, Top Gear rolled out an episode. Because they know a lot of people don't want to wait a whole year for a new Grand Tour series. And this trailer actually looks fantastic. And now I'm thinking, now they're starting to get back in the game. Now they're doing a little bit better. Now they're getting more ballsy. Right? Now, this could actually be a good thing. That Jeremy Clarkson punching a producer and getting fired might have been the best thing that has happened in, like, automotive show history. Because now we have the Grand Tour, which is awesome as fucking hell, and now we have the Top Gear, which is, by the looks of this trailer, might be fucking hilarious and awesome. Because in this trailer, they sat down with an insurance agent, and they were talking about, like, you know, were you in any legal trouble? No. And there's, like, a scene with, like, 20 million, like, police cars, like, trying to fucking catch him and shit. Like, they're stepping back into the game, I think. And I'm actually excited for season 24 of Top Gear. And hopefully they meet my expectations and they do well. So, you know, now we have Top Gear. Now we have the Grand Tour. If they're both awesome, hey, cool, sweet. You know, I'll watch both. And, you know, and in the little in-between that I use, I don't know if you guys ever seen, was the Fifth Gear on YouTube. That was a little spin-off in-between thing that I like to watch. It's also funny because this show, the Grand Tour, they're trying to retain a lot of elements from the old show without getting into any legal trouble. So they cannot use the Stig, for example. So what they do is instead is they use the American. And he's basically the polar opposite of the Stig in that he talks and he says things and everything's just whatever. And you know, and they laugh at him, okay? That's great. That's good stuff. That's fun. But and what else is similar but different in the Grand Tour and Top Gear? Celebrity Brain Crash is basically where they would have put Star in a reasonably priced car. Star in a reasonably priced car was Top Gear's way of putting a celebrity behind the wheel, having a celebrity guest on the show. And they would make him do a lap around the track. And the Grand Tour, well, they know, they take into consideration that everybody thought Star in a reasonably priced car was pointless, okay? Because, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I watch that segment, I always just fast forwarded through it. It doesn't matter if Top Gear had Tom Hanks or fucking Tom Cruise or even if Top Gear had Jesus fucking Christ behind the wheel of a reasonably priced car, I still would probably fast forward through that shit, because to me that was just boring. It was just pointless. I just couldn't relate to it. I just didn't see the point. And in the Grand Tour they have Celebrity Brain Crash, where it's basically Star in a reasonably priced car, whatever. They're having a celebrity guest come on, and every time the celebrity guest tries to come on, they die in some funny way. The funniest way was the guy on the fucking hoverboat fan thingy, and then, you know, his fans got stuck or whatever. He diced himself up in the fans, and then there was blood smeared all over it. And that was funny. Terrible, but funny. You know, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, it's something very special in its own way. So I just wanted to say that as of this moment, the Grand Tour is better than Top Gear. Top Gear has nothing on him so far. At all. But Top Gear, judging by the trailer only, looks like it's making a comeback. And this has me very excited because, one, this will fill in the gap of the emptiness of the fact that the Grand Tour season has finished. And by the time I'm done with that, I can get to the Grand Tour. And I like the way the folks at Top Gear planned this through, because this means like they knew they were struggling with the Grand Tour and the humor and everything, and then they put out a kick-ass looking trailer conveniently about like a couple days after the Grand Tour season ended. And I think that was genius, and I think they're going to make a comeback. I legitimately think they're going to make a comeback, and I'm all for it, because many people, many fans of Jeremy Clarkson and so on, they're stupid, okay? I'm gonna say this, they're stupid, because they're like, you know, if I can't have Top Gear, nobody can have Top Gear, Grand Tour is the best, Top Gear is dead, blah, 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 right? Whereas for me, I hope that Top Gear would do good, because this means I have two awesome automotive shows to watch or something. So, I don't know, do you guys see my point with this? Like, what I want to talk about? Like, the Grand Tour is special and great in its own way, but Top Gear is the original, okay? And the Grand Tour is already doing great. But if Top Gear improves, I'll be happy with that. I guess I'm wording it in like the worst possible way, but yeah, that's what I wanted to get across. Are any of the people viewing this video, are any of my subscribers fans of Top Gear or the Grand Tour or anything like that? If you guys are, let me know what you think in the comments. You know, does it live up to your expectations, the Grand Tour? Would you be excited if Top Gear made a comeback? You know? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope I made some sort of sense in this video. I know that I was just rambling on, but, you know, it was just one of those times where I just wanted to just talk about something, you know? So, please don't judge too harshly. And, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. You know, I hope wherever you are that the cold doesn't get to you. I'm wearing my jacket right now that makes me look like the fucking Michelin Man. So, it's not too cold, it's not too hot today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.